Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God, thus he spake, Come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer.
And that's what we are. We are the seers. We are the watchmen.
That's right.
And we out here for our people. And we trying to give you these secrets, this understanding.
That's right.
But a lot of our people have pride, and they don't want to be taught by us. They want to hear commandments of men. Can I get Hosea 4 and 6? If you had any precept, you could bring it out also.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6, and it reads thus. Hosea 4 and 6, and it reads, My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge.
What they do?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
And that's what they do. They try to come up here and try to preach to us, and try to tell us about Jehovah's Witness, not knowing anything in this Bible.
Right? Be no priest to me, Salakia. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will.
What have they forgotten?
The law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
And ultimately, that's what it is. They reject the law. They rejected the Most High. Let me get Joshua 1 and 8.
Come on, I'm gonna start at 7. I was gonna bring that out today through the Spirit. That's the Spirit. This is Joshua chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. And it reads, it says, I'm gonna start at 6, huh? Be strong and of good courage, for unto this people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land which I swear unto their fathers to give them. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law.
No, just the 10.
All the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest.
So if you want true success, if you want to be prosperous in this kingdom, but ultimately in the next kingdom, you gotta seek the law. You gotta do all the law. Let me get that Leviticus 19.
While we gotta do the law, I got a quick precept for you. This is Psalms 19 and verse 7. And it reads thus: The law of the Most High is perfect.
It is what?
It is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
So true understanding is going to come by following these commandments. So you got to think about our people and how they are and what state they in right now and why they would need the law. Before you get that Leviticus, I get 1 Timothy 1 and 9. Why do our people need the law? We are at the worst state. We're the tail of society right now.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 9. Knowing this, that the law is not made for the righteous man, but for the lawless.
It's for the what?
For the lawless.
Our people are very lawless. We have nothing backing us up. We don't have any morals. We just go, everybody goes off their own feeling, off their own heart.
And disobedient, for the ungodly and for sinners, for unholy and profane, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers.
So it's telling us the law is for sinners. So how could it be done away if sin is still going on?
That's right.
So if we as a people take these laws and come back to our law, it'll help us. If everyone had just started following the law right now, it'll help us instantly. So if we go back to the law and apply these things, let's just go back to the law and see how these things will drastically change our culture, what we're doing right now.
17.
Start in 19 and start in verse 16.
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people.
So think about that. It says, thou shalt not go and be a talebearer. Think about what happens in every hood, in every city across just the U.S. of talebearing, gossiping. Well, did you hear this about this person? If we applied this one thing to our communities, that right there would drastically change violence. All this stuff like this gossiping and beefing and this. Most of the time when we get into it with each other, and it's off of he say, she say.
That's right.
This one little thing right here could change a lot. Keep going on that.
Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord.
And that says, neither shall we stand by the blood of our neighbor. So think about our people who got, what's his name, with the knee on his neck. And think about how many people that was standing around while he was getting killed. So it's in the law for us to, when you see somebody getting hurt or about to die, or it's your due diligence to help that person. So if we all stuck by each other and we helped each other in these situations, you know, instead of just recording when somebody got that right there, that can help us. Those two things right there can help us so much.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Say what?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
And we know because of the curses, hating on another brother is ultimately you hating Christ. You hating your own self. That's self-hate. You should see yourself and your brothers.
That's right. That's right.
So that right there, those three things right there could possibly change our whole state, just if we applied those things. That's why we need the law. One of y'all can get 1 Timothy 2:9.
Finish it out.
Oh, yeah, you can finish it out.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
So, like we brought out earlier, we should rebuke our neighbor. So that's love, rebuking our neighbor. So what is hate? That would be just letting them do whatever they do, not correcting them, letting them be in sin. That's literally hate, us not telling them nothing.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And if we truly loved our people, we don't love ourselves. So how can we love our neighbors?
That's right.
The sons of our own brothers.
That's right.
You said 1 Timothy? Yeah. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So who is the most curviest women of all women on earth? That's our people. That's how you know the laws is for our people. Out of all the women on this earth, our women are the ones that need to be covered up. You see these Protestant, these Edomite girls wearing these dresses, they're not covering up nothing. It's our women that need to be covered up. So everything is upside down. Who have changed the truth into a lie? These laws is for us. We need these laws more than anybody. Obviously, because you can see the state of our people.
Adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety. Right there.
And if you go to Walmart, if you go to the gas station, who got the least shame out of all the women? Who all trying to be seen? Got they cleavage all out, got their body all shown. Out of all people, out of all women, it's our women. That's how you know that these laws is for us and nobody else. Y'all got something y'all want to bring up? Let me get 1 Corinthians 11. We brought all this out today, and one of y'all could grab Leviticus 11 and 7.
I got Leviticus on.
And these are basic laws that we bring out every weekend, and that if we just apply these things, but it also looking at these laws that'll let you know who the children of Israel is, because by not doing these laws, who is it affecting the most?
Which one you want?
Start from the top.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you.
So this ordinance, or this order, this holy order, let's see who has a problem with this out of all people.
Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. So think about, out of all the nations of the earth, who have a problem with their woman bucking over them and running their household? Who have the problem of the man not being there in the household? And the woman that you growing up, your mama is your daddy and your mama. Out of all people of the earth, we the ones that have this problem with this holy order. You don't too much see, an Asian woman bucking up against her Asian husband.
That's right.
They have order. The father is setting order in the house. That's how you know that these laws is for us, because we the only ones that's having problem with the order in our home.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks, want and wanton eyes.
Excuse me, sister. Excuse me. You have 1 second? Okay, that's fine.
Y'all come build with us, sister. We are here for you. I'm going to read this again. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with a stretched forth neck.
What they do?
Walk with a stretched forth neck.
What women on this earth walk out with a stretched forth neck like you can't tell me nothing? Rolling their neck, rolling their eyes. Who is this verse talking about?
Right. Stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making tinklings with their feet.
So they doing all this, they drawing so much attention to themselves just walking to their car from the store. They rolling their neck. They what you call it, where they walking with a twist.
They're switching.
They switching. That's the word I'm looking for. This is our women, when they should be the exact opposite. So that's how you know, if we learn from this would dramatically change our people's state. That's how you know that these laws is for us. Who's holding that Leviticus 11? Okay. And we already know this is an obvious thing when it comes to our health, our people's health. When it comes to high blood pressure, diabetes, gout. Man, you can go on YouTube right now and see an Asian person eating pig snout.
Bats.
They can eat anything and thrive. But that's how you know that these laws is not for them. Who are the people that's affected by these things?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine